Ragnar Frostbeard. The salt spray stung my beard, a familiar comfort. They call me Ragnar Ironhoof, though some whisper Frostbeard, a name earned from the glacial chill that seems to cling to my armor. For centuries, I've wandered the coasts of Airthos, not as a conqueror, but as a curator. I collect memories. Not the fleeting kind, but echoes of powerful emotions, crystallized into shimmering fragments. I trade in them, preserve them, for those who've lost their own. My armor, forged in the heart of a dying star, doesn't deflect steel, it absorbs feeling. It's a lonely existence, but a necessary one. The world forgets too easily. The storm brought her. A small skiff, splintered and tossed like a child's toy. I found her clinging to a piece of wreckage, shivering and vacant. Lyra, she called herself, though her voice was barely a whisper. She wasn't injured, not physically. It was emptiness. A vast, echoing void where her memories should have been. A memory thief, they call them, creatures that siphon away the past. And they'd taken everything from her. Not for power, or malice, but simply, because they could. This wasn't a trade I could make, she had nothing to trade. I hadn't interfered with a thief's work in centuries. They are a necessary evil, a natural part of the emotional ecosystem. But Lyra, her despair resonated even through my armor. I decided then, against my better judgment, to pursue the thief who stole her past. It meant venturing into the shifting sands, a realm of forgotten dreams and fractured timelines, a place where even I am not entirely invulnerable. I stowed Lyra aboard my longship, the Scald Sigh, and set a course for the setting sun. The hunt had begun. The shifting sands were a labyrinth of illusions and regret. I encountered wraiths of past failures, echoes of forgotten loves, and merchants peddling stolen moments. I found allies too, a nomadic storyteller named Kalen, who claimed to speak the language of lost memories, and a gruff, but loyal, desert tracker called Zara. They warned me the thief I sought, known only as Silas, wasn't interested in hoarding memories, but destroying them. He believed the past was a burden, a chain holding Airthos back from true progress. The stakes were higher than I'd imagined. It wasn't just Lyra's past at risk, but the collective history of a world. We finally cornered Silas in a crumbling citadel built from shattered timelines. But he didn't fight. He showed me. Visions of Airthos consumed by its past, trapped in cycles of war and regret. He showed me futures where the weight of history crushed the present, stifling innovation and joy. He claimed he wasn't a villain, but a liberator, freeing the world from the tyranny of memory. For a moment, I almost believed him. The weight of centuries settled upon my shoulders, and I questioned everything I'd dedicated my life to. Silas exploited my doubt. He unleashed a wave of chaotic energy, disrupting my armor's ability to contain emotion. For the first time in centuries, I felt the pain of countless lost memories, the despair of forgotten dreams. It was overwhelming, paralyzing. He stripped away my composure, my purpose. I fell, a broken sentinel, while Lyra, Kalen, and Zara were forced to retreat. My mission, my very existence, seemed to crumble around me. I had failed to protect the past, and in doing so, had jeopardized the future. Days blurred into nights as I struggled to regain control. Zara tended to my wounds, while Kalen helped me sift through the chaos within my armor. It was Lyra, however, who brought me back from the brink. She didn't offer pity, or encouragement. She simply held my hand, her touch radiating a quiet strength. She reminded me that memories weren't just about the past, but about shaping the present, and building a better future. It wasn't about avoiding pain, but about learning from it. I realized Silas hadn't destroyed memory, he'd simply twisted its purpose. We confronted Silas again, this time not as pursuers, but as advocates. I didn't try to defeat him with force, but with understanding. I showed him memories of hope, of resilience, of love, moments that proved the past wasn't just a burden, but a source of strength. He fought back, unleashing a torrent of destructive energy, but this time, I was ready. My armor, reinforced by Lyra's unwavering spirit, absorbed his attacks, transforming his negativity into a beacon of hope. He faltered, his convictions shaken. In the end, he didn't fall, he yielded, agreeing to use his power not to destroy memories, but to help others confront their past. The shifting sand settled, and the scald sigh turned towards the horizon. Silas, now an unlikely ally, pledged to help rebuild the shattered timelines. Lyra, her memories slowly returning, decided to stay with him, to learn his craft, and to ensure his power was used for good. I watched them go, a sense of peace settling over me. My journey wasn't about preserving the past, but about ensuring its lessons were learned. I am Ragnar Ironhoof, Frostbeard, the memory merchant, and my work is far from over. The world will always forget, and it will always need someone to remember.